Nearing completion on this thing. What I'm going to do is, if I move this forward just a little bit and I line these two pieces up, this piece here, right over here, is pretty much going to be the center where the router bit is, and I don't want the router bit to hit one of the guide rails. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this piece of plastic here, and there's already a hole drilled in it, and I'm just going to make a little stop so I can move back and forward side to side, but I can't go any further than that allows me to go. And I'm going to do it on the other side, but clearly I don't have a hole drilled, but I'm just going to tap a hole in the bottom of it, and I'm just going to use some more scrap pieces of plastic, and then we're pretty much complete. I did manage off camera to get the base attached to the router, so that was fairly straightforward. So everything's coming along. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get these plastic pieces attached. So you can see the stop is on, like so, and I just utilised the bolt hole that I had on the other side. I'll probably just trim that off, but it doesn't really matter if I don't. And if I need to go a little bit if I need to go further, however the hell you say that bloody word, I can just move that out of the way. So that's that piece done. Nearing completion. All I've got to do is attach the router base, drill the hole so the router can extend through, and give it a paint job, and that's it. I think the most complicated bit was the hold down clamp, which I got done in the end. Getting that hole drilled, I went to place the piece on, and I realised that, well, it wasn't sitting flush, and I don't know how I didn't notice it, but these two little bolts, which I don't know where they go into, obviously the housing for something, maybe to attach a little kind of reducer ring, left two indents on the piece of wood. I tried to remove one of them and I almost stripped it. It must be lodged in there with some Loctite or something. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a Forstner bit, put a little recess in these two, and then that should fit back on there as good as new. So, but on the main thing I got the, oh there you go, the hole drilled. Cheering. So we've got everything set up. I'm just going to go for it. I don't know how it's going to work out, but we'll soon see. Well, it actually wasn't working too bad. It was just that I couldn't really see what I was doing. So, well, at least it's, it's cutting. So I'm going to give it another go and we'll see how that goes. So that's kind of the first attempt of it. You can see the low spot here, and all this was fairly high, but I think what it is it's the router bit. I'm going to just slowly, well not slowly, but I'm going to just pull it out of the chuck just a little bit so I can get some more depth on it, because it's already bottoming out, as you can see on that. But proof of concept, it's looking okay. I reckon with a little bit of sanding that thing would come up alright. So yeah, so you can see this first path here, that was actually pretty good. It was smooth, there's not really many high spots. This bit here, a little bit more questionable, but for what it is, it stayed on the tracks. It didn't wobble up and down. There's definitely potential. Just got to work out the little bugs of the router bit and maybe buy a new router bit. But so far, it's, like I said before, with a light sand, that'll come up fine. So far I'm pretty pleased, and I'm pretty pleased that it didn't vibrate apart. So yeah.